This podcast contains strong language and discussions about relationships, sex, and love. It may not be suitable for younger listeners. This is the Can't Keep My Mouth Shut podcast, and I am Nixalina. Hello! Hi! Welcome, everyone! Hi, it's Nixalina, and welcome 2025. Oh my God. Right, listen, firstly, before I get into this, 2025 is 110% going to be my year. And let me tell you why. 5 has always been my kind of universal lucky number. Because I was born on 0505. I am the 5th of May, right? But, I turned 18 on 05. Yes. I turned 18 on 05, 2005. Yes, that's how old I am. Fuck off. And that also was randomly, I remember the day that election voting opened. And I just turned 18, so I was just at the legal age to vote on my birthday. It was all very bizarre. I ended up being in the paper for it, actually. God, that's a side note. But yes, 5. I'm born into 5, right? And 2025 is... there's good things, and 5's everywhere for me. This is how ridiculous I am and about 5, and it's working. When I was at home for Christmas, I promise I will get to this episode, just bear with me. When I was at home at Christmas, I went to the counter and I got a scratch card that was £5, but it was number 5 in the box, right? So scratch cards obviously have all different numbers. I want one of number 5. Here's £5. Okay, done. And I won. I won on it. But I knew I was. I was like, well, of course I've won. Of course. Because it's £5 on number 5. This is ridiculous, isn't it? Isn't it? And then I boarded the flight to come back on New Year's Eve, 2024. And as the time turned into 2025, I arrived at Doha, get to the gate, get ready to board my second flight, coming back to Singapore. And they're like, yeah, we're taking you up to business class. Ripped up my ticket, reprinted me business class, handed it over and was like, Happy New Year. I was like, what? So I flew into 2025 in business class, which I didn't pay for, unexpected. Do you know what I mean? 2025, okay? Wait, now let's reset. So this episode, because I need you with this energy, I'm giving you 10 tips to help you glow up for a healthier, happier 2025. This is important. This is the best way to start season 9, to start the year. New you, but same you, but better you, but happier you, but healthier you. It is your time. And what I've learned, and I will get into the tips. You're like, Nick, shut up. I just want the fucking tips. What I've learned from last year is you can't sit around being pissed off with things not changing and not doing anything to make the change. And you can't be pissed off with outcomes that negatively impact you when you don't change your proactive behavior or your patterns, right? So if you want a better year this year, if you want to make 2025 your fucking bitch, these are my personal 10 tips, and they're what I've worked on last year as well, and they are proving tenfold to work. Given that we have 10 tips for you to glow up for a healthier, happier 2025, this is going to be a 2-part episode because I have a lot to say. We're going to do part 1 tonight, points 1 to 5, and then part 2 will follow next week, points 6 to 10. So do stay tuned, listen to both, and hopefully at the end of both episodes, you're going to be where I am because it feels bloody glorious. So without further ado, let's kick off. Point 1. Stoicism and quantum physics. You're like, I'm sorry, who are fucking what now? I don't what? Quantum physics and stoicism? What? Bear with me. So I have the intelligent part of my brain that really gravitates towards research and information and also past and history and, I delve into a lot of that. I fill my brain with stuff. I read books. I do the YouTube. Not saying that we don't do that. You all do that. I get it. But I stumbled upon Stoicism, which is the ancient philosophical mindset. What was his name? Aurelius? He was a king. Meridius Aurelius? Okay. You have to bear with me on that one. But he was an emperor of Rome. I think he's the one that they do in Gladiator 1 when they kill him off. I think that's this guy who they put in Gladiator. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure. Marcus Aurelius. That's it. That's his fucking name. I'm pretty sure it's him. So he was, real life, a Roman emperor. You're like, Nick, seriously? We're going here? Yeah, we are. Bear with me. But he was also a Stoic philosopher. And if you search Stoicism and being present, Stoicism and anger, Stoicism and being how to cultivate relationships, whatever it is the most incredible mindset. It is so real and so relevant to today. And we're talking centuries old philosophy. Now, this gets me because I was also a philosophy A-level student. It's always been part of who I am in that terms. I did a lot of religious studies, but I'm way more philosophical. But it's more the application of Stoicism to how you live today. That if you grasp the concept of it, pick up on pointers and apply it to your daily life, watch the change. Watch the fucking change. And that goes for quantum physics. Now, both of these concepts, I am going to do future podcast focused heavily on them because I just don't have time in one listicle podcast to go deep. But quantum physics is based on the laws of vibration and the waves, like the atoms and the molecules and their energetic waves. Everything is energy, right? In quantum physics, everything. But we kind of see it in, a solid format, but every solid format breaks down into atoms and breaks down molecules into atoms, and atoms are like a wave energy. So everything is connected through mere energy, which is why when people talk about law of attraction as an example, it's your brain matter, your brain waves, your mindset, what you think actually physically affects actual physical outcomes, right? You're like, shit, I was not prepared for this. This is so heavy, and this is just point one. Do me a favor. Firstly, tune in to my podcast episodes when I delve deep on these two topics, but secondly, Google it. And whatever help you need. If everyone researched Stoicism, Stoic philosophy, S-T-O-I-C, Stoic philosophy, and quantum physics, you could look at, say, quantum physics simplified or whatever. It'll be a game changer. And it affects you in such a positive manner. I promise you. I wish I could say a refund guarantee and your money back if it doesn't change your world. But that's not how this works. It's about your vibration, your inner vibration and your inner thoughts and controlling your emotions, controlling your energy, pointing your energy towards what really matters, right? That's what these two concepts are about. They don't go together hand in hand, but they kind of do. And it's just two things that I've discovered that, yeah, game changers. All right, I'll say no more on that. Just trust me, okay? Point 2. Fare thee well, toxic arseholes. Right. You're leaving toxicity in the past. And I am sorry, but this includes work environment, family members, friendships, and of course, partners. If you are miserable and you don't know why, you need to sit down and assess why and break it down and work out the root cause. If you're miserable and you know why, if you're feeling shit about yourself, if you're low, if you're feeling heartbroken, if you're feeling stressed, if you're feeling, is this all there is to life, and blah, blah, blah. Whatever is the root cause of that toxic negativity, you need to find a way to leave it in the past. We don't bring toxic arseholes or toxic situations into our lives anymore. I have put up with more than my fair share of horrendous situations. And every time it's left, or they've left me, or I've left the situation, or whatever, or I've resigned, it's always been a blessing. Always, always, always. And I look back and think, you should have just got rid earlier. Why did you hold on for so long? And hindsight is always, a wonderful thing. But if we can not wait for hindsight, if we can go, right, this root cause of say partner, you put me down all the time, you put your hands on me, you go out all the time and you leave me alone, you leave me with the baby, you clearly don't respect the marriage, you always joke about getting divorced, blah, 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 I'm done. I've had enough, I'm done. If you can really label that and go, right, yes, off, see you later, and stick to it, and it's going to be hard, you will soon look back and go, thank fucking God. And that's what I really want for everyone in 2025. We need to learn to leave toxic situations before it gets too difficult, before it gets too late, before we have to wait for hindsight. We're all very good at ignoring red flags, putting up with narcissists, putting up with flaky friends, dealing with that boss who screams at us for something we didn't even do. We all sit and we stomach it because it's the right thing to do, blah, blah, blah. No, fuck that. No more. We are going headfirst into our own truth, our own energy, and what we deserve. And we are putting those fucking boundaries down and we're saying, no, I'm not going to do that. No, I won't be your scapegoat. No, I won't be your punching bag. No, you don't serve me anymore. I'm done. And we leave it there. And when we get there, guys and girls, you're going to fucking love it. Trust me. Hi, allow me to pop right in here for a quick break and introduce you to today's sponsor, which is the Meat Club, an online food delivery service based in Singapore. These guys started out in 2014 because they were finding it difficult to source high-quality, affordable meat in Singapore. And I totally get where they're coming from. I really struggle with my home cooking on finding the produce. Now, I love to cook a British Sunday roast dinner. If you're on my Instagram, you know it's my thing. But it's always about the produce and ingredients you start off with. And so when I found the Meat Club, I was really excited to try out their fresh, organic, cage-free chicken, the vegetables. They source everything from New Zealand and Australia, so that kind of tells you the quality of food that you're dealing with. Now, they're not a butcher's, so let's get that straight. They do not touch, fill, see, or open any of the produce. They completely trust their suppliers to bring in the best food, which means they also remove any unnecessary freezing and defrosting cycles. Basically, you're getting, I say as best you can, farm to table, given we do live in the city, right? Now, with these guys, the subscription service that they offer, you can do it every week, every 2 weeks, every 4 weeks, or you could even do a one-off shop just to dip your toe in, see if you like it. But I love how they take the hassle and the stress out of worrying whether my kitchen and fridge is going to be full of food or not. You can do quite literally a click, set and forget subscription model with them. That's it, done and dusted. You don't need to worry anymore. They also offer $140 in rewards with your subscription service. And if you use my personal code, NIX15, that's NIX15, you will receive $15 off at checkout. So once again, thank you so much to the Meat Club for sponsoring today's episode. And thank you for making my personal roast dinners taste even better. And with that, we'll head back to the story. Point 3, meditation and mindfulness. You're like, no, don't. She just didn't. She just did because it fucking works. I'm sorry. You know what they say? If meditation was in pill format, everyone would take it every day. And it's true. And it's boring and it's difficult at first and you have to sit in silence for 20 minutes. Calm your mind. What? Boring. I've got better things to do. Well, you have and you haven't, because the best thing you can do for your mind, your body and your soul is fucking meditation and practice mindfulness. They go hand in hand and they work like a charm. And you will not realize the difference in your body if you just sit and it'll lie down. You don't have to go and buy a whole new fucking yoga outfit from Lulu fucking Lemon, get yoga mat, sit down, play spa music. You don't have to do any of that. You could just sit on the floor, lie down, put a pillow under your head, however it works, and just quieten your mind for 20 minutes. Why 20 minutes? Obviously start off at 5, start off at 10, but after 12 minutes is when your brain factually starts to really heal and repair and process your feelings. And I know this because my therapist told me this. So she's the one that's pushed me to do meditation for years. And I'm like, nah, boring. Or I do it one day. I'm like, yeah, I totally meditated last night. And now, like, I'm new me. And then I'll leave it. Whereas once you get it, you actually get, like, almost addicted to it. It becomes part of your routine. My body craves it now. But yeah, she told me 12 minutes minimum, right? So if you aim for 20 minutes, you finally decompress and let your body calm down and your breathing calm down so that then your brain can start accessing any subconsciousness. And of course, we all have these thoughts and feelings and what should I do, and this, that, and did I do the dishes? And will that guy text me back? And my God, sex last night was amazing. And oh my God, I hate that person. And fuck that workload. Of course, your brain does all this. But meditation is there to help you just go, okay, we appreciate the thoughts. We'll come back to them later. For now, we're just going to concentrate on the breathing. We're going to sit and chill. I have a very favorite YouTube chakra background music, right? So it's, I think it's half hour, 20 minutes to half hour, but basically it goes through different notes of each of the 7 chakras so that you sit, you listen, and it fucking works. So anyone says, Nix, DM me, Nix, send me that chakra YouTube link. I'm going to send it to you and try it. It helps cultivate the calm, but also helps your brain do its thing. And mindfulness goes along with the same practice, but mindfulness as well you can do consciously, at work, on the MRT, in the cab. When you're practicing mindfulness, you can Google it or YouTube it or find it on Spotify, like mindfulness exercises, music to help you be more mindful, all stuff like that, and really start concentrating on cultivating your mind and your brain as much as you do your body. Because we can all go to the gym and we can all get fit, but that mind is such an integral part of the whole makeup of our health that we really need to also give it as much love and attention. And we don't. And I did last year. And let me tell you, it's worth its weight in gold. And I'll say less for now. But yeah, please just trust me on this. Meditation and mindfulness, you just won't regret it. Point 4. Alter your eating habits. So you're going for more nutrient-dense, better quality produce, less junk, more veg. Sorry, guys. I am the first to go and have 25 billion beers and order a McDonald's. And don't hate me for it. Like, at the time, that fucking burger and those wings, love. But if that's your weekly thing, if you're eating oily chicken rice, don't. I fucking love chicken rice. I love it. Chicken rice. And I have extra chili, packets of chili sauce, right? Smother it. And then I'll have oyster sauce vegetables, and I'm happy. It's my hangover food as well. Oh, fucking love chicken rice. Wait, I can't rein it in. If that's what you eat more often than you eat clean food, nutrient-dense food, you're not giving your body a fighting chance, really, on being at its optimum healthiest. Everything in moderation, guys. Everything in moderation. And also I'm well aware that a lot of high quality produce are more expensive, especially in Singapore. I totally get it. Everything organic in the world is more expensive, sadly. I understand that. But we can buy, fresh veg from wet markets in Singapore, from grocery stores in the UK. We can bother to Google easy recipes on I don't know, fresh veg. Google where you get good proteins from, good fats from. Okay, omega-3. Okay, salmon. Right, what can I do if I get some salmon? You know what I mean? Like, we can make active changes and choices without splurging a load of money. And trust me, if you meal prep with healthy food, it's still going to be fucking cheaper than going in and getting your junk food, you know? Like, yes, have a cheat day by all means. Yes, don't shame yourself because you got lit or you just had the munchies at midnight, made some instant noodles. They're good, right? This judgment free, but let's actively alter our eating habits. I started to do that, and it's even just makes me mentally feel better when I'm there prepping. I'm cooking my chicken, I'm making my salads for work. And then I realize, I'm saving a lot of fucking money at the same time, which will be my point 5, and we'll get to that in a second. So I feel better about saving money. I feel better about eating the clean food. Like sometimes now for dinner, I would get a plate. I would chop up cucumber. I would chop up tomatoes. I'll add some olives. If I have salami, I add that in. And I add cheese. And I just munch on that. That's dinner. None of it's cooked. It's all come out the fridge. Chop up fresh. Oh, it's so fucking good. And the cleanliness. It's just... I'm not saying we all have to go on a raw food fucking diet, but I'm saying let's introduce a little bit of it. But saying that, I love celery. I love munching on raw celery. So maybe I'm just that weird person because I don't know many people that actually even enjoy celery, cooked or otherwise. But if you are trying to lose some extra pounds, maybe from the festive period, just so you know, eating celery actively helps you lose calories. You burn more calories than you take in eating celery. Yeah. Don't believe me? Google it. I'm moving on to point 5. Let's save some dollar. So, like I mentioned, helping me with my meal prep and my food choices is the fact that I'm saving money. And it's really important, I believe, to save money for your own happier mindset, right? So this is all about a healthier, happier you. Yes, having a big bank account is great, but it's the saving part that gives you that, dopamine hit. You don't have the scaries. You don't have the fear at the end of the month when you're living paycheck to paycheck. You don't have the fear that, what if your boiler breaks or your car breaks down or there's some unexpected children's school fees because you got it. It releases the stress of the financial aspect of your life. Now, what I'm doing, because I'll be honest, I just blew my money the last couple of years. I saved a fuck ton and then I just derailed, didn't I? I went, no, fucking derailing. Off I go. That's me totting in my heels to go off and derail. And I just bought what the fuck I want. I spunked. I ate what I want. I drank what I want. I really, balls out on whatever the fuck I wanted. Instant hedonism bollocks, you know? Great, but now my bank account is looking at me like, thanks for doing that to us, you twat. And then when I started to resave again and concentrate on the finances, and then I'm starting to sell stuff. So I look at everything I've got. Do I need 8 pairs of Manolo Blahniks? No, I fucking don't. I don't. They're $2,000 a fucking pair. Do I need 2 designer bags? No, I don't. Do I use it? No. So everything in my house where I haven't used it for a year, worn it for a year, I'm fucking selling it. Not only am I saving dollar, I'm decluttering my home, which always helps with the feng shui and your aura to be cleaner and decluttered and you can access the things. And I'm also passing on, designer stuff to people, and not just designer stuff, anything really, to people that would actually wear it and appreciate it. There is some fucking bag or pair of shoes or whatever sitting in my closet for a year gathering dust. Someone could really love and appreciate that, you know? So, whilst I'm doing that, I'm helping someone else. I'm selling things at half of their normal price. I'm decluttering my home and I'm saving. And the saving, the mindset gives me that fucking feel-good boost. personally inside as well as the bank account getting fatter. And as that bank account gets fatter, you feel better. So the habit keeps going and then you want to spend less and you go, oh no, actually, I will take the MRT home. I won't get a cab. No, actually, I won't buy that junk food. I'm going to go and buy this. It's half the price. It's probably better. No, I won't split. Do you know what I mean? It's a spiral, a positive spiral that goes up and up and up and up and up and affects everything. And that's the spiral that I'm on now. And with that note, I'm going to end this episode points 1 to 5 on my 10 tips to help you glow up for 2025. Please stay tuned for next week where we'll do points 6 to 10. I hope they're going to be as good as this week because I'm feeling so energized and so pumped already. And I can feel through your phone, you are energized as well. I can feel it. Your energy's coming at me. The energy. Wow, I've had way too much coffee today. On that note, thank you so much for listening. I will see you all next week. And as always, DM me. You can DM me for the YouTube chakra link. You can DM me for more tips. You can DM me anything you've tried and tested and it's worked. And yeah, I look forward to hearing from you all. And I'll see you all next week. Thanks for listening to the Can't Keep My Mouth Shut podcast. Produced and hosted by me, Nixalina, and recorded in the Splicecast Studios in Singapore. I'm available to listen to on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google, and all major podcast listening apps. Do subscribe to enjoy a new episode every Monday evening. Please do give me a 5-star review. It helps other people also find my podcast. For more content and features to read, you can check out my website, Nixalina.com. That's Nixalina.com. I'm also on social media. Simply search at Nixalina, Nixalina, to find me. Don't be shy. Come say hi.